So in this video, I'll be discussing about some nucleophilic addition reactions which is effectively converted into condensation reactions. So basically, I'll be discussing about condensation reactions of nitrogen nucleophiles with carbonyl compounds. Okay. So before going into the topic, we will see what are condensation reactions. So condensation reactions are reactions in which first step will be a nucleophilic addition reaction, then elimination reaction will be happening. So for example, if I am writing an equation like this, you might have studied R C double bond O R plus NH2 R dash. Then you might have studied in plus 2 chemistry, this water will be eliminated and you will be getting RC double bond R N R dash, and new double bond will be formed and water molecule is eliminated from this reaction. So condensation reaction basically you will be representing in this manner. So the reactions in which simple molecules like water, ammonia, etc. will be eliminated. Okay, so this is happening in two steps. First step will be the nucleophilic addition and second step will be the elimination reaction. So let us see how this is happening. So first let us take an example of condensation reaction in which carbonyl compounds will be reacting with primary amines. So you will be getting condensation product. Simple molecule like water will be eliminated. Okay, so let us look into the mechanism of the reaction. So this is our carbonyl compound. Let us take primary amine as NH2R double prime. Okay, so in this reaction you have to understand, first I told first step will be the nucleophilic addition reaction. So which is the nucleophile and which will be the electrophile, that is the first thing we have to look into. So amines are nucleophilic in nature. The nitrogen lone pair will be donating or attacking. Okay, so as you know, carbonyl compounds, here this is partial negative charge because of the electronegativity of oxygen. This will be having partial positive charge. So this carbon is electron deficient in nature. So carbonyl carbon compounds are electrophiles. Okay, so this will be attacking over here and pi bond will be shifted like this. So you can write this as RCO minus R dash. This is our primary amine. Since nitrogen loses its lone pair, it gets a positive charge. Then R double prime. Okay, now in the next step what will happen? So this is called nucleophilic addition. First step in the condensation reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction. Now we have to neutralize this positive charge on nitrogen. So what will happen? One of the hydrogens will be leaving as proton, so that the bonded pair will be given to, or let me show over here, this bonded pair will be given to nitrogen, so that positive charge will be neutralized. This negative charge will be picking up this H proton. Okay, so you will be getting RCOH, okay, R dash, and nitrogen now has positive charge, R double dash. So this is the nucleophilic addition product. Nucleophilic addition product, we can call it adduct. So this was the first step. Now as I said earlier, second step will be the elimination. So how this elimination is happening, let us see. So this is basically beta elimination or 1,2 elimination, you can say beta elimination. Okay, so this is happening in this manner. So minus H2O. So what would be the product? R, C, R dash, here double bond, and R dash. So this is basically an imine form. So if you are seeing over here, as we have written in the previous case, R dash plus N R double dash, we will be writing like this now, H2O elimination, and you will be getting a double bond between carbon and nitrogen. So this is the product. Okay, so this is the mechanism. So second step is the beta elimination. So here simple molecules like water is eliminated. So nucleophilic addition followed by elimination. is known as condensation reaction. So here this carbonyl compounds undergo condensation reaction with primary amine and you will be getting imine. Since here I have taken ketone, the product formed will be a ketimine. We can call it as ketimine. If you are taking aldehyde, that will be, if it is aldehyde, that will be aldimine. Okay, so this is the condensation product of carbonyl compounds with primary amine. Okay, let us write some examples for this reaction. So let us write some examples for this reaction. Here I have taken aldehyde. Here ethylamine. So like this, water will be eliminated and the product will be CH3CH. Here double bond between carbon and nitrogen will be formed, then CH2CH3. So this is an imine which is derived from aldehyde. So this is an aldimine. Now I have taken another example with aromatic aldehyde. Here also aromatic aldehydes also very well undergo this condensation reaction with primary amine. You will be getting corresponding imines. So these imines are basically called as Schiff's bases. Schiff's bases. That is an important one. Schiff's bases. Schiff's bases are nothing but imines which is having carbon-nitrogen double bond. Okay, so now how will you write the product of this reaction? This will be here CH double bond and CH3. So this is the imine or Schiff's base formed by condensation of benzaldehyde and methylamine. So here you have to understand what are the starting material. Here methylamine, here benzaldehyde. Now I have taken cyclohexanone. These cyclic ketones also will undergo condensation reaction. So elimination of water will be happening. So you will be getting the product as, it's very easy to write, double bond here and CH3. So cyclic secondary amine also undergoes this type of reaction to form imines or Schiff's base. Okay, now I have taken acetophenone, here phenyl group, here CH3 group, and a cyclic secondary primary amine. Okay, so this is the elimination minus H2O. So the product will be PH, C, CH3, here double bond, then nitrogen, then our cyclohexane ring. So this is ketimine shift base. Okay, so this is the condensation reaction of carbonyl compounds with primary amine. Second category consists of action of ammonia derivatives on carbonyl compound. These are also condensation reactions. So as you know, this is ammonia. If one hydrogen is removed by another group, means you will be getting ammonia derivatives. Okay, so this basically you can write it as NH2 and one hydrogen is removed by Z. Okay, so that Z could be OH, NH2 and NHR, then NHC double bond O, NH2, etc. Okay. So accordingly you will be having names on that one. So if you replace one hydrogen by OH, so you will be getting NH2OH. So this is called hydroxylamine. And if you are replacing it by NH2, you will be getting NH2. This all of you know, hydroxyls, etc. So let us look into in detail what are the products you will be getting by using ammonia derivatives plus carbonyl compounds. So this ammonia derivatives will also undergo first nucleophilic addition reaction, then elimination of a molecule of water to form crystalline products. Okay, basically this condensation products with ammonia derivatives are crystalline products. Okay, so first you will see how this is happening. So this is nucleophile, as I said earlier, nitrogen on nitrogen with lone pair will be the nucleophile. Here, as you know, this is positive, this is negative. The reaction will be happening like this: nucleophilic addition, first step, and this will be like that. Okay, so you can write it as RCR dash O minus, or you can O minus NH set, nitrogen with positive charge. As I said earlier, this proton will be picked up by this oxygen and bonded pair will be given to nitrogen, so that you will be getting RCOH NH set R dash. So this is overall nucleophilic addition reaction, and this is called nucleophilic adduct. Now in the next step what will happen, as you know, the second one, elimination reaction. Elimination here is called beta elimination, because the elimination happens from the beta carbon. This is alpha beta, so this is called beta elimination. So elimination of water molecules minus H2O. So the product would be RC double bond NZ. So this is the product. Condensation product of ammonia derivatives with carbonyl compound. So here you should remember that the set could be whatever I have mentioned earlier: OH, NH2, NH, CO, NH2, etc. So accordingly you can substitute over here. So this is the condensation products with the ammonia derivatives, as I said earlier, and you can substitute for Z. Okay, so if Z is OH group, you will be getting RC double bond NOH. So if Z is OH group means that this is NH2 Z, right? So the Z is OH means that compound is called hydroxylamine. That reagent is called hydroxylamine, and you will be getting condensation product like this. And that product name of the product will be oxime. So these are called oximes. Okay, primary amine we have called it as imines, aldimines, ketimines, etc. So if this is the case, this is called oximes. Okay. Now if you are taking here instead of this one, if you are taking NH2, that means NH2. As I said earlier, that will be hydrazine, NH2, and the product will be here. You have N single bond NH2, this one. So this is called hydrazone. This you might have studied in +2 chemistry, hydrazones. Okay. Now if you are replacing this Z by NHPH, that hydrazine you will be removing one. Hydrazine we are removing one hydrogen by pH. Then that case you will be getting phenyl hydrazine. So here this hydrogen is replaced by pH. So in that case it is called phenyl hydrazone. Now whatever that Z is, okay, NH2 I have mentioned over here. The Z group will be like NH, this one, 2,4-dinitro derivative. So that reagent, you know, glucose identification test here that we are using, or aldehyde identification test. That reagent name will be 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazine. So the condensation product that you will be getting is RC double bond and NH. Okay, so this is called 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone. 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone. Okay. Now you will be taking for said NHCO NH2. This is urea derivative, right? If it is NH2CO NH2, this will be urea. Then one hydrogen replaced and you will be getting NH2 over here. In that case, it is called semi-carbazide, and you will be getting addition product like this, and this is called semi-carbazone. Semi-carbazone.